Mike, did the Harrimans really know what they had? They had so much wealth.
Yeah. They did know what they had. In fact, I think that's why they thought ahead so much. They were about our age, you know, when your family, your kids get grown kind of off on their own, and I think they were concerned as to what eventually would happen to this place down a generation or two down the road, looking at the value of it all, and they started talking to the governor of Idaho. That was back in the 60s when these negotiations first started on what to do with this, and it was sort of a concept that's like what the Nature Conservancy is today. I'm sure if the Nature Conservancy would have been in existence, this would be Nature Conservancy, but
it's a state park now.
Very similar, yeah.
But this has become the shrine. This has become the hallmark. This is the place where people come to find out how good you think you really are.
Well, it is, because there's not a lot of fishing here, contrary to what some people believe. It's not like some of these great tailwater fisheries where you have big pods of fish. It's definitely a one-on-one game. You pick one fish out and you spend your time stalking the fish, and that's what we really want to try to work on today. It's surprising the amount of current, but the fish just move everywhere. So not all you do is if they sense your presence, they just leave and go find someplace else to feed. So I can see a couple of fish rising, so we'll see what we can do.
Let's go do it.
The big pool at the Harriman Ranch has intimidated more than one angler. The tendency is to spot a fish and charge off in hot pursuit. Seldom does this approach work. It's far wiser to proceed with caution, study a little of what's on the water, make a careful fly selection, and even more cautious presentation.
Well, this is trout hunting, isn't it?
It sure is. It's stalking. It's
ooh, right down there on the point of the rocks.
Yeah, I've seen him. You know, we've seen some fish rising. We're just.
I noticed there was an adult. You were sending the spinners that looked like an adult calabatus.
Well, what they are is the calabatus really are a lake fly. You don't find many rivers that even have calabatus, but they're spinners, and they land on the water.
Here's one right here.
And put their wings upright. Yeah. See, this is a no-hackle that I fished with the other day, and instead of having the wings all pretty and all that, they're beat up. And this is a pretty good imitation of that calabatus because he has his wings up. Yeah. So if you're good to me, I might sell you one of these, Jack.
All right,
they're pretty expensive out here in the river.
You know, I've watched you tie them for years as we've done the seminars together, and I've concluded it's best to get ones that you endorse have tied rather than me tie them.
The ones I endorse are the ones that are the most beat up.
Okay, good.
It takes me a couple of fish to get them looking right.
So they'll cost more that way, right?
They do, yeah. Proven.
All right. So you're going to be using your no-hackles for this?
I think so, but we also have a spent spinner that we might. Sometimes the spent imitation is better too. So what we'll do, we've got a little bit of a downstream cast, and we'll drop the fly and just kind of feed it down in there. See, now he's to the right even more.
His old head came out of the water that time.
Right, now there he is again. Our fly is in the neighborhood. It's a little bit to the left. It's just getting in the zone now, so.
Oh, all right.
There he is. Finally got that rascal.
Well, we matched the hatch.
And
get out of your way here.
These weeds are going to cause trouble.
I'll get your net here, and I can be the netter.
These weeds, we got to not let much line get out because we got 6X on here. I think he's buried in the weeds now, Jack.
All right. I'll let you work on that. Last thing I want to do is take that net into the weeds. I don't think he's ready yet for the net anyhow.
No. Try to root him out of here. See, he's gotten into this.
A lot of patience when they do that.
He may be off. He may be busted.
Jack and Mike would not land a fish before the wind came up and blew the hatch away. Undaunted, they went elsewhere in search of a willing subject.
Yeah, he's broke. We got all this elevation here so we can see. Yep. And there's a really nice fish right here. See that one? And I'm going to try to sneak out of here.
That fish right there is taking close to the surface.
He is. So what I'll do is ease out, and I'm going to walk down here quite a ways just so I
Good
can
luck.
get around them.
Such a setup comes along seldom when doing a TV show. A fish in clear view and in a lie where it can be photographed without spooking it.
Now, okay, now you got to line me in. Where from that?
He's directly under me.
Okay.
About 4 feet out from the bank.
Okay.
Now he's about 2 feet in. He's going back and forth. Ooh, he just took off the surface.
Okay.
He's taking emergers. Oh, now he's way out.
Oh, I just saw one right under the bank rise that you probably can't even see.
No, probably not. Can you see the fish directly below me?
No, I can't see. It's a big shadow. But I'll try it. Here's the cast.
Oh, that other one's back in. These two are just all over the place. And he's about 5 feet out now, going back and forth. Now he's gone in. That's right over the top of him. And he takes it. All right.
I saw that fly go under.
How much can I charge you for guide service? Ooh, boy. Fish going everywhere. He didn't like that. Mike, I'm coming down there, fella.
They're pretty tough to land in the wind like this. Oh, there he's off.
Oh.
They just get in those weeds and
Yep.
you just can't land them.
Big fish require small flies and light leader if they're to be fooled in crystal clear water. The result was predictable, but didn't make it any easier to take.
We're just going to release him anyhow.
Yeah,
You still got your nymph?
you bet.
All right. Well, that's catch and release. Isn't that the long distance release we like to get?
That's a couple of long distance releases today, yeah.
I'm waiting.
Oh, you're waiting for me?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to.
No, we're ready. That's perfect. He took it. You were at I'll tell you, I don't know if he took it or he just went over there and looked at it.
That's all right.
Hey, look at that time. Yes, Michael.
I saw the
Good for you.
fly go under that time.
That's a troublemaker. You make that fish pay, will you?
Oh, I wish we could land one of them.
I'll tell you, that other fish might come around and help you. Ah, rigor mortis is setting on me. I'm coming. I'm coming for moral support.
Well, that's a strong fish, Jack.
I know.
Oh,
Concentrate on the fish. I can help you whenever you're ready. I'll try to grab
just
it.
snap the net off. You just pull it. Grab the, there you go.
I got to get way below him. I keep spooking him.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether I'd get,
Man, I just can't get below him.
no, you're just chasing him down the river. Why don't you just duck down and hide for a minute? Because all we're doing is
Okay.
going to get in those rocks now. All right, get in front of that
Yep.
log thing.
I'm just going to take it
I'm
nice.
going to move him in the shallow water. Go ahead. Finally get one in the
Hey,
net. Good job.
see?
I'm
I'm
in
in good.
the help. New Zealand fishing. All right,
Wow, is that great?
put him in here and keep him
Woo!
in the water.
Oh man, these are wild fish.
Yeah, they're beautiful fish, aren't they?
This is a troublemaker. We've definitely taken him
See,
out.
that's a nice rainbow.
Beautiful.
We're
They're
gonna,
about as pretty a rainbow as there are in existence.
yeah, let's see. The nymph's up here,
Yep.
right in the top of his mouth. Now, we'll let him get a little bit of.
Boy, isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it is beautiful. You know, that's what you always think about when these big wild fish. You don't catch many of them. See, he's getting ready to go. Hang on, buddy. I want you to hold a little longer. I want to get him. This water's not the coldest.
Look at those spots.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
And see, every fin's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
None of these bent fins.
There he goes, right?
That's a good guide job, Jack.
I'll send you my bill.
Okay.